And I'm live. Good morning, YouTube. It's early. It's 9:05, Sunday 18th of March. And it's a snowy, snowy day out there. I don't know if I can show you without actually losing the plot, but look. That's the view from my office window. Can you guys see that? It's a snowy day. I have got up and been to the car boot sale. Good morning, Jason Entwistle. There was almost no one there. There were about 3 stalls. Do you want to build a snowman? Good morning, Mrs. Happy Dappy Michelle, Sib K, Amy Farrah Fowler, Cats Rants, Chris Gotts. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to get the chat up on my screen. So at the moment, I'm still peering at my phone. Karen Fisher's in. Good morning, Kirsten. Good morning, Phoebe. Let's open this. I haven't muted myself, so there's bound to be some noise. There we go. I caught the noise just in time. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, hi, Princess Pippa. Very snowy day out there. Cold. I've just been down a hill on my bum. Almost deliberately. Almost deliberately. Good morning, Paul Calvert. Good morning, Fandria. Good morning, Joy. Joy says it's the first time she's caught me live. You might regret this, but thanks for tuning in. Chris Scott says he went to his car boot for 6, but the field was empty. Well, like I said, ours was open. I've been awake since 4 for absolutely no bloody reason apart from the fact that the cat was scratching at the floor and woke me up. Good morning, Carrie. And so I've been checking the Facebook page for the car boot sale since 4 a.m. Good morning, Steve Green. Apparently I'm interrupting Andrew Marr. I can live with that. Checking the Facebook page for the car boot sale. They were saying they were running. So I got up. My son said he would drive me, which I was pleased about because he's got a 4x4 and I haven't. And when we got there was all of 4 or 5 stalls. So good morning, Girly Whirly, Lucy T, Mrs. Happy Dappy Michelle. I'll answer that in just 2 seconds. Good morning, Ryan. Becca, you're not late, Becca. I've just started. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Claire James and JJ and Tess. Good morning. Everybody's in. Somebody's having a bacon sarnie. I'm not getting one. So Sarah is home from hospital. She's downstairs. I've got a house full of people at the moment. Sarah's here, my son's here, my daughter's here. Sarah's friend is here, so she's home from hospital. We ended up, good morning, Lainey Ray. Good morning, Karen. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. It's not deliberate. We ended up moving her from one hospital to another, and after we moved her to the second hospital, they got her well very much quickly and got her home very quickly. So that was the right move to do. But it was my son ended up almost forcibly storming her out of Southmead Hospital because they weren't doing anything. It was awful. Absolutely dire, but she's home now. She's not great. She's still on the mend as such, but she's much better than she was. So she's downstairs, I think, having tea and toast. So yes, Paul, I've been to the car boot, but it was tiny. Good morning, Heather. I've got a haul. Now you need to remember, as all the boys will tell you, size isn't everything. Okay. Size is not everything, particularly where hauls are concerned. So there were about 5 stalls. One of them was the guy who mends watches, and I didn't need anything mended. One of them was the same guy who's there every week, and I've seen all his stuff. And I've just realised that one of the things I bought isn't going to be any good, so that's a bit of a poo. This is my huge haul. A mug, a spatula, and an IQ 20 questions game. My mug, which would have sold for $8.99, has a chip on the rim. I'm not sure whether it had a chip on the rim when I bought it or whether I chipped it bringing it home in the bag. So, yeah, so that was a... Hang on, I want to put the head in the bag and see if I can find the chip. No, I think it was chipped when I bought it. It was flipping cold. Good morning, Claire King. Good morning, Shel Rooney. The Reading Half Marathon's been cancelled. I'm not surprised. Lex Oliver's in. Good morning. I spent, Ryan, a grand total of my son. Oh, ka-ching. 2 ka-chings. That's an instant sale. That's jolly good. Yeah, Carrie says, true that size isn't everything. She only got 3 inches this morning. I've just sold a comforter. Yay. So yeah, my mug's got a chip, so that won't sell now. That's a pain, because that would have been a 9 to 10 quid sale for 25p. And then I got a spatula. Now my son was like, why are you buying a spatula? This is a Joseph spatula. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that if I catch the light with it? Joseph just there engraved on the handle. 13 quid. Second hand, that'll sell for about 8 or 9 quid. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Buy a spatula, 8 or 9 quid from 25p. Ryan, I'm not answering you. And then I got a 20 questions game, and that was 50p. So it needs new batteries. But these sell okay on eBay. They sell a lot better on Amazon. I don't do Amazon, sadly. But yeah, they sell okay. Why the spatula? Art Lever said, must have missed it. Why the spatula? Because it's Joseph. It's Joseph, and it'll sell for £8 or £9 for a spatula. Crazy world we live in. Anything you see that's Joseph is always worth picking up. Shelster says I should sell the spatula to Heather. Ryan says he's got 8 of. Why have you been collecting them? Sell them. That's what we buy stuff for. Good morning, Jimmy. That's Retro Vintage 65. There's a very, very rude chat in the chat already. But yeah, this needs a new battery, so I'll have to get the screwdriver onto that later. And that's it. That's my haul. 3 items, and one of them's no bloody good because I've got a chip in it. What can you do? Like I said, I got up, I went, I tried. The Gloucester one is also on this morning, and I did try and persuade my son that he might like to take me to Gloucester, but apparently he didn't want to take me to Gloucester. He's going out to play in the snow, as you do at 27. So we came home from the car boot sale. We took the dogs out. We took the dogs around the field, and normally I go back around the field and go down the flat bit, but Anthony made me go down a hill on my bum, which was absolutely terrifying because I'm 44. And I haven't played in the snow for like 30 odd years, you know? And I certainly haven't slid around a hill on my bum. I've got a dodgy knee. And I was like, no, I'll twist my knee. And I was really scared. But actually it was so exhilarating because I'd forgotten how much fun it is to play. Because I'm a grown-up and I don't play anymore. We have a laugh. We joke and we play around, but I don't physically muck around. And it was hilarious, but terrifying to slide down a hill on my bottom. Ryan wants to know what the box set is. It's Friends. It's the 10 season box set of Friends. It has 1 disc missing. I got it from the charity shop for a tenner, but I need series 2, disc 2 to complete it. Oh yes, Chelsea, we saw you playing in the snow with my face. Yeah, when I did my snow goggles. Sales have not been too bad this week, Karen. They were really slow last week, but they've picked up a bit this week, so nothing to complain about sales-wise. Touch wood. Let's hope it carries on. Art Lover says, on my phone you look so different to on the laptop. Do I look thinner on your phone? Like that, 14 stone in a day. Tiny and thin on people's phones, and then when you get the laptop out, I'm actually like this. So yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd come on and say good morning and see what you guys are all up to today. So how many of you have got snow? Let me know in the chat if you've got snow. And we've got a good 4 inches, I'd say, and it's still coming down a bit. It was really snowing quite heavily earlier on. Now it's tiny flakes, but it's still coming down a bit. So I don't know how long it's going to remain for. I hope I'm quite happy if it all thaws and goes away again very quickly. Sib K's got snow apparently. Andrew's got snow. Ryan says, I've got cars full of snow, nothing on the roads. Cars full of snow? Like you left the doors open? Paul Calvert's got snow. Phoebe's got snow everywhere apparently. Cold stuff falling wherever Claire is. Yeah, sprinkling in Kent. No snow in Snow Blackwell, just freezing. Lots of snow in the Yorkshire Dales. I expect you've still got the stuff you had a few weeks ago. Ours went away and came back. Karen says, hardly any snow in sales. Karen, we'll leave it at that. Oh dear. Yeah, lots of snow. I was done with it. It was fine when it came a couple of weeks ago. That was lovely. It was nice. It was fun. We enjoyed it. And then it went away and I was quite happy with that it was finished and gone. And here it is back again. I want spring. I was drying my washing on the line 3 days ago. It was 15 degrees here on Tuesday or Wednesday. 15 degrees. And now look at it. It's very odd weather. I'm sure somebody will tell me it's due to global warming. Sib K, I can answer the question again if you want, but it's still the Friends DVD box set that it was 5 minutes ago, mate. It hasn't changed. And I still need season 2, disc 2 to complete it. Chelsea really says, I love how the snow makes the garden look really tidy. Hides all the dog poo as well. British summertime starts next week. It does, yeah, the clocks go forward next Sunday. And yet it's still 4 inches of snow. JJ says, just been down Tesco on my skis. The question, are you sure it's the same look behind you? Why would I look behind me? What are you trying to do to me, Sib K? I don't trust you at all. Yeah, Karen says she dried her washing outside last week. Snowy okay till you have to dig to get out the door. And Carrie's in bed with a cup of tea and a hot water bottle. We just made the dogs a cup of tea when we brought them back from their walk. Better make the dogs a cup of tea, warm up from the inside out. Buddy enjoys going out, but he doesn't like it once he's out there, and then he wants to come back and he's shivering and miserable, and so you have to keep him running to keep him warm. And he's an old boy, really. He is an old boy. So yeah, what's everybody got planned for the day then? Since so many of you are now not going to car boots because of the snow, what are you going to do instead? I don't have much to list. My pile of shame, although it might still look sizable, the Scrabble Deluxe needs some, I don't know if you can see all the way out there, up on the top there's a Scrabble Deluxe and a chess set, and those are things that need extra spares, so they're not really to be listed. The stuff here, it's like I've got the tweenies, but do you remember I thought I bought a set of 4 and I bought 3 and a double fizz, so they can't be listed unless I list them singly, and I didn't really want to do that. And then there's just a few bits of clothing and a pair of curtains and that flipping mixer. It's not a mixer, is it? It's a food processor, which I still haven't done. I should do that, really. Ryan, why do you still go to the car boots when it's snowing? Don't you like a lie-in? Because I need stock. Because I need to sell stuff. Because I need to make money. Because I need to pay the bills. Because that's where the good stock is, or it's meant to be anyway. And I don't lie in anyway. I wake up and I get up. I've been awake since 4 o'clock I woke up. So by the time I got up at 6:30 and started listening, I'd already had a flipping lie-in and was sick of it. Carrie, I currently have about 800 active listings, somewhere around the 800 mark. It goes up a little bit and then people buy stuff and it goes down a little bit, but around about 800. Karen's sewing today. Ryan's food testing for a wedding at 12. Your wedding? Are you getting married? Tess says, list the food processor today. Go for it. I might do. I'm on target times 3.5 to 4, I think. Something like that. Yes, but it's not been a bad week. Shasta says, God, I woke up 4 yesterday. I had to have 2 power naps to make it through. Yeah, I'd probably end up asleep by midday. I was going to do a roast today, but I was going to have to go shopping for it, and now I haven't, so that's the end of that idea. There's food in the freezer. We won't starve. If I got wonky? Did I, when I knocked the table a minute, has it all gone wonky? Make it more wonky now, I expect, trying to sort it out. Is that straighter or not? Lex Oliver says, I think Carla would hate my faux Bristol accent. You just say, all right, my lover. How do you have space for 800 items? You must have a lot of small items. There's a lot of it in these cubes. A lot of it is clothing, and clothing packs in very, very small, Paul. So when you look at that, there's probably 40 to 50 items in there alone. So a lot of it's clothing, which packs down small, and then the rest in the loft. Books and DVDs are. I've got an ottoman bed that lifts up, and books and DVDs are under there, so you can fit a lot down there. It's organisation is the key, and packing it carefully and making the most of all the space. So, Chris Scott says, "Come be a zombie with me, Carla." Where am I? Phoebe woke up to £90 for the sales. Yeah, I've sold an item this one that I got for nothing, so that made me happy. It's always nice when you get something free, isn't it? Ryan, question, with all the resellers getting storage units recently, cough, Sibk, Adamar, etc., etc., would you ever do such a thing to get Tat out of the house? No, not just to get it out of the house. I'd have to have too much for it to fit in the house before I'd get a storage unit. And it's the difficulty of being able to access it, isn't it? I don't want to have to... You know, I mean, if your stuff's somewhere else, if somebody asks me for measurements, I can find the item and measure it. If somebody wants to know something, I can have a look. Having to go and find your stuff would be a pain in the bum. Carrie, I have a shop, so I don't pay £800 times 35p any month plus final fees. I pay a flat rate to have my shop, which is about 70-80 quid, and for that you get 1,500 included listings. So then you only pay final value fees. I'm sorry, I've lost the chat somewhere. Shasta really says, I love being called my lover in the news agent. All right, my lover. Right, my bab. Girly Willy's entering competitions today and maybe some listing later. Why am I being a zombie? I'll be a zombie by this afternoon because of being up since 4 a.m. 40 to 50 in a donor box. Why can I only fit 20 in? I'm doing it wrong. Natalie, are your items packed in plastic bags? Because that makes a huge difference to how much you can pack in. I know it doesn't sound like it should, but it means that they just squash together. You can squash all the air out, squash together, but then they slide out quite easily. Whereas you don't tend to put so much in if you're packing stuff without the bags, because whenever you pull something out, everything comes out with it. So I find that makes a difference. But it's just squishing and forcing stuff in. I pack it down and then I shove it. Sometimes they won't close because there's so much in there, you know. People are calling us bloody carrot crunchers. People in Bristol. And we've gone on to talk about the Wurzels now. My boxes are bursting, it seems. Yeah, you can see by the shape of them, Sam, that they are definitely overpacked. Oh, I see. Chris is being a zombie for a new film that's coming out. I see. I missed something there. How many items are in them boxes to my right, colour? These ones here, like I said, some of them as many as 50, some of them a lot less, because they're alphabetised. It depends on how much of each thing I've got to go in there anyway. Bloody dog barking downstairs. Yes, I have. I've been to a boot sale and Isaac this morning, but it was not really worth turning out for. I got 3 items and there was only 3 or 4 stalls. So, Laura N, shout out to me and my boyfriend Lucas in bed. Hello, Laura N and your boyfriend Lucas in bed. I hope you're having a lovely, respectful time. What the fuck? I don't care what you're doing. Do what you want. Just don't stream it live. 61, 62, 62 people who had nothing better to do this morning. Good morning, all of you. Nice to see you all. Lex Oliver's putting links into something, but I don't flipping know what. I've lost that. How do I store my coats? They're on a rack in the loft, Ryan. If you remember from the loft video that I did, there's a hanging rack that's got the hanging shoes on. The coats hang on there as well. But I don't buy a great many coats because they are, as Sibk, they are bastards. Sibk says coats are bastards. They're bugger to pack. They're always too big to go a small parcel, no matter how much you try and squish them. So, yeah, they are. They're an arse. So, Beth, the movie fan, says, me and Paul Calvert are sat on the sofa, me watching you on my phone, him on his laptop. Will he not let you share the screen? Not let you lean over and look at his laptop? Is he hogging it in the corner? Treasure, Heather, you did 3 jumbles. You're so lucky. I can't find any jumble sales. I've literally found 2 this year, and one of them was, as you know, horrendous, like terrifying, and the other one there just wasn't much there. I would love to be able to find jumble sales. Yeah, wool coats. Yeah, absolutely. Carrie, any plans to reschedule with Mrs. M? Yes, definitely, but I don't know when. She's got a really, really busy March and April. I've got a busy March. I've not got quite such a busy April, but I am house sitting for a friend towards the end of April, beginning of May, and then I'm away in May, so I don't know when it'll be. Yeah. Heather says to get to her jumble sales, it was like a road trip. They were quite far away. Maybe I should be braver and just go further. Maybe I should search for jumble sales further afield. Maybe that would do the trick. They are good fun, but hard work. You have to have really sharp elbows, I discovered. So did you get some good stuff, Heather? Did you come away with lots of bargains? The good thing about jumble sales is the clothing's so cheap, isn't it? You're like 20p an item or something. 28p. I must have put you. Do you know last Sunday when I sat here? Was it last Sunday? When I sat here telling you everything that I bought was 28p. I did my maths afterwards. It wasn't 28p at all. It was 29p. I lied to you. I lied to you almost solidly for an hour. You shouldn't trust me. Dodgy face. Tell lies. 29p. Yeah, we do want a haul video, Heather. We do. Edward Jackson. Oh dear. Hi, Carla Jenkins. Are you a Brexiteer and what do you think of Katie Hopkins? This is very much not a political channel. It's very much not. I am not prepared to have a punch-up with half of the people in the chat about my political views. Shelston is off to Cornwall. Is that the home of sea salt? Yes, it is, yeah. Has Sibk bought a horse? Why is Sibk buying a horse? Sazguest went to one jumble sale yesterday, but only had 20 minutes. Still managed to grab 24 items. Nice. That's like a supermarket sweep, isn't it? 24 items in 20 minutes. And Natalie went sourcing for the first time in weeks yesterday. She's been working on a death pile, so nice to see fresh stock. Well, I did the... No, I'm from Bristol, Edward Jackson. I'm not from Cornwall, I'm from Bristol. It's what we all sound the same. To people up north, Southerners all sound like we've just come out the farmyards. And Isaac says, would it be a punch-up with 48% or 52%? I don't know because I can't remember what the figures were. Shelston only picked up a sea salt snot green jumper for £3 last week. It sold next day for £30. Nice. Nice. I did go charity shopping yesterday. We went to Thornbury. Natalie said she would take me out for a belated Mother's Day lunch because we didn't do much Mother's Day because of being in and out of the hospital all day. So I did go charity shopping. I got a Phase 8 wrap top. That was $2.99, I think. Again, not a lot. I was in Thornbury. Did I just say Thornbury? I said about 4 times. Take a drink every time I say Thornbury. And normally, there's a lot of charity shops. There's about 6 or 8, but the prices seemed to be very high yesterday, unless I was feeling particularly skint. That might have been it. I did go out of my comfort zone and buy some pool pottery. This is just little pool coffee cups and saucers, and I got 5 coffee cups and 5 saucers and a sugar bowl for $5.99. Totally out of my comfort zone, but who knows, I might get a little bit more than that. Suitcase buying a horse's leg apparently, but not the rest of the horse. So yeah, I bought some crockery, which I'll probably smash now when I'm trying to show you it. I got a pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. These were from the charity shop yesterday, and these were $2.50, I think. Yeah, $2.50. $2.50 for Not Your Daughter's jeans. They always sell quite well. Don't very often see them. Emily Gilbert found Gucci shoes for £4.50. Nice. Nice. French Fancies in. Good morning. Shelston says, I think Ads is always banging on about pool pottery. There is a fine. Yeah, funnily enough, they do some very, to my mind, to my uneducated mind, they do some very ugly stuff. And yeah, I think that's quite, if you look out for stuff like that, that's quite popular. Ryan, question, where has all this etc. tat from lot? Sorry? Give us a clue what that means, love. When am I doing a chat with Caroline? I don't know. Possibly sometime this week if she's free. I'd like to do that. We haven't caught up for ages. The NYDJ jeans go on at, I think, $18.99 with best offer, so I'll probably end up taking maybe 15 on them. I got a Womble. It's Bungo. Do you remember Bungo? Remember you're a Womble. He's Golden Bear Womble from 1998, and he's got his tags, and he was 80p, so I stuck him on at a tenner with offers, but whether I'll get anywhere near that, I don't know. Have I got a busy week ahead? Not really. Nothing much planned. I take my parents shopping on Thursday, but I haven't got anything sold. Oh, the extra tats. Sorry, Ryan. I was just saying I went to the charity shops yesterday in Thornbury, so this is where the extra tats come from. Do British people like Meghan Markle? I don't know, Edward. I haven't spoken to all the British people. I'm sure that plenty of people like her. I've no idea. Shelston, I've sold 2 Wombles for £12 each. These are very small. This is a very small one. It's only 7-inch Bungo, so maybe $9.99 was reasonable. So, Kate, you've sold NYDJ for 30. What size are they? They're a UK 14, US 10, 14. So maybe I should put them on a bit more. Maybe I should bump them up. Emma Bridgewater biscuit tin for £2.50. That was a bit of a flop, really. Emma Bridgewater stuff is usually really popular, but I think I should have. The ceramic is worth more than this. You could buy this new for 15 quid, so that was not a very good investment. And a Kermie. Oh, Kermie, I love you. I love you, Kermie. Miss Piggy voice, just in case you're wondering if I've gone mental. Oh, maybe I will put them on a bit more then, Sib K. Yeah, maybe I'll bump those up. Question, would you be going to Cardiff in May by any chance? I don't know yet. I do not know. Have a good day at work. I love you. Bye. Natalie off to work. Oh, look, you're on YouTube. Yes, no, there's no crumbs in the biscuit tin for a change. Normally I get them with filthy old crumbs in. Good morning, Missy Mo. Yes, I've got Kermie the frog. Kermie, hello, Kermie. How are you? He was 50p. He's gone on at $14.99. I've sold one like him before for $14.99 not very long ago. And I got a Phase 8 wrap dress for $3.99. This one's gone on at 20 quid, I think. Quite a nice one. That one's sold quite a few times recently. Church of the Psychotic Wingnut Cult. Hi guys, good morning, Church of the Psychotic Wingnut Cult. Surely Sundays is your busy day, isn't it? Shelston says, my tin was gross inside, so it gave it to me for £1 and I put it in the dishwasher. Absolutely, yeah. You have to just ignore the crumbs. And then this is my big success story of the weekend, really. Bit of a bolo. I don't often share bolos, mainly because I don't know anything that other people don't already know. I'm not a font of all knowledge, although I wish I was. But this is a bolo for you, and I don't mind sharing it because they're so hard to find that we're unlikely to flood the market with them. This is the Just William audiobook collection. It's 112 stories on 28 CDs. Sits in a little case like that. And it sells for between £50 and £100, depending on when you try and sell it. So if you sell it close to Christmas, you're more likely to get the £100. They're extremely hard to find, and they always sell well. So if you spot any of these packs of audio discs, like there's a Penguin one that comes in a case. This is a tin, a zipper and tin that comes in a case like that. If you find any of those in the shops, they're always picking up. But it's very, very rare you see them. They're like hen's teeth. Sib K's off to the storage unit. See you later, Sib K. Ryan says, Phase 8 always sells well for me. Chicks dig it. Oh dear. Have a good day, Suitcase. So yeah, that's definitely worth looking out for. They're really hard to come across. But any of those packs of audio collections, that's the word I wanted, definitely worth looking for. French Fancy says, good grief, fat chance of finding one of them in France. They must have translated it into French at some point. Maybe there's a French version out there. Beth the movie fan, what does a bolo mean? Bolo means be on the lookout for. Be on lookout. Bolo, be on the lookout for. Things to keep your eye out for, basically. So yeah, so that's, yeah, should I put the light on? It's gone very dark. Woo. Let there be light. And there was light. That's all I've got. Oh, my friend's box set, which, as I told you earlier on, I got for £10. But there's a disc missing. I did know there was a disc missing when I got it. They had a complete one for 15, or this one for 10, and I'm mean, so I bought the one for 10 and just thought I'll find an extra disc somewhere, won't I? You see friends all over the place. So I did expect to find one at the car boot this morning, but there was only a few stalls. Thailand Heron, yes, I've been out this morning. I've been to the car boot, but it was tiny. There were only a couple of stalls, so I was home very quickly. I did get McDonald's breakfast out of it though, so that was good. Natalie's just off to work. Anthony's going to take her to work, which is nice. He's not often very nice to her. Chelsea Rooney says, Ryan, I take it you're enjoying your own company at the moment then, with a big smile. Have I come into something rude again? Sorry, Church in the Psychotic Wingnut Cult says she reminds me of Hyacinth Bucket on Keeping Up Appearances. Is that me? Do I remind you of Hyacinth Bucket? Because if so, I'll have you know that's bouquet. It's bouquet. B-U-C-K-E-T, bouquet. But yes, yeah, so hopefully a little chat with Caroline at some point this week. That'd be nice, because we haven't had a chat for ages. We've both been very busy, and well, as you know, I've been back and forth from the hospital. But Sarah is now home and in one piece. Sarah, is that you? Sarah? Apparently not. Apparently not. Hawkridge, have a great day, Carl. I love your opinions when you and Caroline cut loose. We have to try not to cut loose. People get very offended. You get streams and streams of offended comments when we cut loose. Amy Farrowfellow's off to work. See you later, darling. Have a good day. Yeah, people get horribly offended, but I'm very much of a live and let live person. I have strong opinions, but I don't force them on other people. And so I'm always surprised when people are offended by my even holding those opinions. Kind of like, why does it bother you? These are just my opinions. You have yours and I have mine. It's strange. People are odd. People are strange when you're a stranger. It's all a bit singy this morning. We've done Let It Snow this morning, or do you want to build a snowman or whatever it was? You can't build a snowman with this snow. We tried. You can't even build a snowball. It won't stick together. It's too dry and powdery. Elaine Fitzpatrick is in and says, morning, I'm late to the party. Slow start, too much wine last night. Tut, 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 tut. I had a terrible night's sleep. I got into bed really early. I was in bed by about 8 o'clock last night because I wasn't doing anything and I was cold and I was just like, I'll be warm in bed. I'll get in bed and watch telly. Good morning, Sarah the Witch. She's off to walk the dog in the snow. So yeah, I thought I'll get into bed and watch telly. I might as well be warm and comfy. And didn't sleep well at all. I think I slept very, very well from about 10 o'clock until midnight. And then, of course, I'd had a lovely nap. So I was awake most of the rest of the night. Saskia, Sarah's home. She's in the bedroom somewhere, starting her day off. And she's not bad. She's on the mend now. She's not completely better, but she's not bad. Yeah, Chris got that is why I was up at 4, because I went to bed so flipping early, yeah. And Heather says, for some people, being offended is a hobby. I think it is, yeah. Should I do a Caroline moment and show you my candle? Caroline Mrs. M moment. This is from Card Factory. It is a Mocktails No. 1 Strawberry Daiquiri. It was $2.99. It smells amazing. It's so good. They had a chocolate one, but that didn't smell as good as you think it would. But yes, a Strawberry Daiquiri from Card Factory for $2.99. Very much recommended. I might tell Caroline about that, although she's supposed to be on a candle intervention, isn't she? Show us the pound jar. How's it doing? It hasn't changed, Ryan. My pound challenge jar, it hasn't changed. I still haven't sold my pink coat. I've now lowered the price on my pink coat to £10. Bear in mind, I paid £1 for it. I started off at 20. It's gone down gradually to 15, and I've dropped it to 10 because, of course, ha ha ha, it's a winter coat and summer's coming, said she, looking out the window at the 4 inches of snow. But yeah, I really do want to sell this I really do want to sell this coat quickly and get this pound challenge moving, because it's been static now for about 3 months, hasn't it? I haven't moved it on for 3 months, so that's annoying. Do the people offended by you and Caroline comment after the video? Occasionally they do, yeah, occasionally. Yeah. Why isn't Britain on the euro? Edward, I have no idea, love. I'm not Theresa May. I don't know if I look like Theresa May, and if perhaps you've mistaken me for the Prime Minister of England. But I don't know what the English people think about things, and I don't know why England's not part of the euro, just because we didn't vote for it, and now I don't know. I don't know all the answers. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Karen says my £1 challenge is DIA, dead in action, something like that. Must work on that this week. Good point, Claire King. Yeah. And Church the Psychotic William says, I'm not offended at all. She's very pleasant. Have I missed something? Who are we offended by and who's not pleasant? I don't know. I don't know if I've scrolled down too fast. Lol, you need glasses. Who needs glasses? Oh, sorry. Edward Jackson says Theresa May is a very attractive woman and Karen Fisher thinks he needs glasses. Ah, Elaine's added to her £1 challenge pot this morning for the first time in weeks. What did you sell, Elaine? Well done, my lovey. I think possibly you've smoked too much of your reefer, Church of the Psychotic Wingnut. I really do think you've overdone it a bit too much, darling. There we go. Yes, Kate Middleton is very pretty, Edward Jackson. This is becoming the most peculiar live stream this morning, isn't it? Apparently I don't look like Theresa May. I'm quite relieved about that. I don't feel like I look like Theresa May. I think she's a little bit further on in life, Theresa May, than me. I think she's been around a little bit longer. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know. Probably offending Theresa May now. I'm going to get angry comments from Theresa May in the comments going, I am not old. Who the hell are you talking about? And Ryan says I'm better than Kate Middleton. Well, Ryan, what can I say? I'm sure you're absolutely, definitely better than Prince William as well. Absolutely. He's a funny looking chap. I'm sure he's lovely. Sure he's lovely. This is all going horribly wrong today. Definitely a bizarre live stream today, Carrie, yeah. Right, Elaine found a new 99p charity shop and found some fab things and sold a Thomas Pink ladies linen shirt. I keep seeing a lot of Thomas Pink men's shirts, but I don't see any ladies stuff. And I'm never sure whether to pick up the men's stuff or not, because I see so much of it that I think perhaps there's too much around, you know? Don't put yourself down, Carlo. I'm sure very few of us would tune in on a Sunday morning for a Theresa May live chat. I'm sure people do. I'm sure if Theresa May got herself on YouTube, she'd be she'd have no end of followers in no end of time. Edward Jackson, I have told you several times that this is not a political channel. I'm not entirely sure what your agenda is, but you're wasting your time here, my lovely. You really are. Wasting your time. Carrie says, I struggle to sell men's shirts despite having great brands. Yeah, I don't buy a lot of men's stuff because I don't know about men's clothing. I think you have to sell what you know, really. And I don't know about men's clothing, so. Shasta says, I don't pick up shirts at all. They do too many deals on shirts, so for me they don't sell. And Elaine says, it's the first lady's shirt I'd seen. Don't think it'd been worn, sold in days. Nice. So is your challenge going well? You're not supposed to know how much is in it, of course. If you may be doing it by different rules to me, but if you're doing it by my rules, then I don't know how much is in my tin because I'm not keeping track of it. But yeah, hopefully all your pound challenges are going well for you. Question, what's your favourite thing to sell you actually enjoy finding, playing with and selling? I don't play with stuff as such, but my favourite thing to sell... Bric-a-brac. I must admit I enjoy looking through the bric-a-brac shelves and finding something. I go, oh, haha, they don't. Because the bric-a-brac is always... Thank you, Phoebe. That's great. If I could... For some reason it won't let me. Oh, there it is, down there. There we go. Thank you, darling. Train of thought, gone. Empty brain. What was I talking about? Help. It's gone. Favourite thing to find? Bric-a-brac. Bric-a-brac is usually underpriced in the charity shops. That's the thing in the charity shops that they don't see any value in. So they price it cheap and you can get some really good... Oh, the ruler's fallen over. Get some really good bargains in the bric-a-brac shelves. The clothing in charity shops is usually quite expensive. Although it is, of course, better cared for. If you buy clothing at the car boot sale, then it's usually been chucked around in bags and screwed up, whereas the stuff at the charity shops at least has been looked after, because they don't put out the rubbish stuff, do they? Anne Isaac says, I have quite a good supply of men's clothing. I have an 84-year-old dad that buys shirts, trousers, shoes and the like, wears them once, if at all, and then asks me to take them to the charity shop. Bless him. I mean, that's great for you, but he's obviously bored, so he's shopping, I guess. Yeah, men's shirts are slow sellers for Jade Swain, but ties do really well. I must remember to look at more ties. I'm rubbish at looking at the ties in charity shops, and I know you can get some really good stuff. Kath Palmer's in, good morning. Yeah, men's clothing. Karen says men's clothing I find is always worn to death. I do buy. There's some things I buy. You know, if I see certain, like if I see the North Face, I'll buy that, even if that's bloke stuff. Yeah, Ryan, socks should be one use. Why do they feel so good and new? That's so true, isn't it? Nothing like new socks. They feel lush. But I do think men probably wear their clothes more than women, and is that a really sexist thing to say men are harder on their clothes because they do manual work, and ladies sit at home and do needlework and embroidery all day, and therefore our clothes last forever. I don't know. That's a very illogical thing to say, because there are women out there doing extremely manual jobs and wearing their clothes to shit. Anne Isaac says, try bamboo socks. They feel great after loads of washes. My main problem with socks is that once they've been washed and tumble dried, the elastic around the ankles always gets really tight and cuts off my blood flow because I've got fat legs. Shellstream, I put a silk tie in the machine this week. It's the first thing that hasn't survived. It wasn't meant to be. Well, I hope you didn't pay too much for it. Carmen says, my hubby always gets oil stains down his tops. And Phoebe says, men rarely have thrown out. So I think that's another thing. Yeah, men will keep clothes because they like it, it's comfortable, they keep it and carry on wearing it, whereas women go, oh, I like it and it's comfortable, but it's looking a bit tatty, or it's not in fashion anymore, or so many people have seen me in it and that I can't keep, you know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just being casually sexist and not even realising. I'm sure if somebody's offended, they'll tell me. Ryan says those oil stains are us topping ourselves up. Is that what you run on? Do you run on oil, mate? Castrol GTX. That dessert, Phoebe, was massive. I couldn't believe that when you said that was... I can't speak. I thought he'd got the tiny cornet and you'd got the massive dessert. Because that's how I made the photo look. I suppose, yeah. Karen's saying the oil stains are from too many burgers. I assumed you meant manly mechanic oil stains, not drippy food oil stains. Anne Isaac says, my husband has such small regard for his appearance that he was once moved on by the police who thought he was a tramp. Come on, love, you can't sit here. I know you're homeless. 5W40, Ryan. Is that the stuff I ought to be putting in my car? Is that the one? Not Castrol GTX. It's probably too expensive. My car wouldn't know what hit it. Well, I don't really know what I'm going to do with myself now today, because normally on a Sunday I spend the afternoon listing everything I bought in the morning, and there isn't anything. It's not going to take all afternoon to list these two, is it? That's not going to take all afternoon. The stuff I bought at the charity shop yesterday has been drafted already, so this is not a full day's work. Not no matter how much I drag it out. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do the flipping food processor, aren't I? New items listed this week. Probably only about 30 odd this week, Ryan, because it's still not really been in very much. Sarah came home from the hospital on Thursday, I think. Was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, one or the other. Wednesday evening, and so we weren't here. We weren't here early in the week very much, so. It's not I'll say to take a day off, Lex, but I'm housebound because I can't go out because it's all snowy and horrible out there, and I'm not brave enough to drive in it ever since I lost control of the car in the snow once, and it was terrifying. So, can't have a lovely Sunday lunch, Claire, because I haven't got anything to cook. Missy Moo says, come round to mine, you can help me. That's very kind of you. Come and help you work through your backlog. And Saz gets to let me do some of her listening as well, so that's great. People are so lovely. I'm going to have to do the food processor. I don't want to. I don't want to watch the Friends box set because I've been watching it on Netflix. See, I'm very negative about all the things I don't want to do. Question, how did you get into drafting and then adding pics later? when I got this new computer and when I stopped using the camera, I used to use the camera to take the photos and used to transfer them onto the old computer, and it was a very quick process. Plug the camera in, hit the button, and they all zapped over really, really quickly. However, when I got the new computer and I started taking photos on my phone because my camera died, for some reason the transfer process to get the photos off of the phone onto the computer takes forever. Like, forever. And it was just driving me absolutely bonkers. So I started doing it the other way around. So now I draft on the computer because I find that easier. I don't like drafting on my phone. I hate drafting on my phone. And then I go upstairs to the loft to take the photos up there, and then I sit anywhere I happen to be and just add the photos to the listings and upload. And it works much better. But that was what started me off, was it just took so long to get the photos onto the computer. And also, I found that I would take a load of photos and put them on the computer and then not bother to do the listing because I couldn't be bothered and I get around to it later. And I've done the photos, I can do it anytime. Whereas this way around, I do it a lot more. Having the stuff in the loft has helped because I take the stuff up into the loft, take the photos and put it away straight away and bring down whatever's sold. And it just motivates me a bit more to get things done. Tess says you'll be really pleased once the food processor is done, you'll be able to forget about it. I've already forgotten about it. Like, I've covered it up with stuff. I've hidden it under some old clothes so that I can't see it. And I've forgotten about it. It's great. But I'm going to have to do it. Lady Lolly's off to play in the snow. Have fun, Lady Lolly. Yeah, Ryan says, I can't do them like this. It takes you too long to do it all in one go. Do you do it on your phone, Ryan? Do you draft and add photos all at the same time? I couldn't do one listing from start to scratch and then do another listing. That would annoy me. I like to do all my photos in a batch and whatever. Just how I do things. I suppose we all have our little foibles. Foibles is a good word, isn't it? So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might get back into bed and sit and watch. I'm watching my box set of 8.5 Hot Mum that somebody bought me. So I might sit and watch a bit more of that. Although the problem with watching any box set, I find, is that the theme tune... Right, the theme tune, sing the theme tune. The theme tune gets stuck in your head and then you end up with an earworm because you've listened to it so much. I'm a bit negative Nelly today. Don't know why. Disappointing car boot sale, I think that's what it is. Ryan says he takes 400 to 500 pics normally and then transfer them into a folder on the PC and then list them as I go along through the day or week. Yeah, see, if I tried to transfer 500 pics from my phone onto the PC, it would take a day. No word of exaggeration, it would take a day. For some reason, it's just so slow, and I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, because this is a new... It's an all-in-one PC, but it's new. It's not old and rackety, so... Thank you, Claire. It came from a charity shop. I'm not one of these ladies who say thank you. It cost me a fortune. It came from a charity shop. I think it was $5.99. I like it. It's nice and warm. Hello? I thought somebody was knocking on the door, but maybe not. Maybe that's my imagination. My Home from Home, Lina Rich says, my phone uploads to Google Drive and then pick up from laptop. That sounds very complicated and I don't know what it means. I'm not very technical. Yes, we have got Netflix. Is there something you recommend on Netflix, Carrie? Only downstairs. I need to get... I'm waiting for a new TV for my bedroom that will have to be a smart TV so that I can have Netflix on up here. Yeah, Michelle says she lists straight onto the iPad, photos listing, and then straight activate. Lex Oliver, suggestion, put a load of tat onto a table next to your car and pretend you're at a car boot seller and then you buy all the stuff. Shelley, I delete all my photos as soon as the listings are up because I keep them on, because I take them on my phone and keep them on my phone. I delete them all because I don't want to fill my phone up. I think I'm still living in the world where I only have a tiny bit of memory space. I don't know if I do or not. There are people in the house, Andrew. It's not just ghosts. There are people here. I just know who it was. Somebody just came upstairs. I've never watched Suits. Maybe I should watch Suits. What have I been watching on Netflix? I started watching the Miss Fisher Murder Mysteries last night. That was quite good. I tried watching Schitt's Creek. Didn't think much of that. Alright, it was only the first episode. Perhaps it'll get better. People talk about Stranger Things, but I didn't get into that either. I tried. Then somebody else said it's one of those things you need to watch a few episodes of before you really get in. Yeah, see, they don't take 2 to 3 minutes for me to transfer a line. Like I said, hours and hours. I haven't seen Case 39. I don't like anything too gruesome. We watched the Lizzie Borden files, and that was a bit... she chopped everyone up right, left and centre. You couldn't stop her. I don't know why anybody ever let her know anything sharp. Making of a Murderer. Yeah, I might watch that. Yeah, see, Karen says she couldn't get into Schitt's Creek either. It's just... Like I said, I only watched the first episode, but I just thought it's a bit poor. bit poor really. TWD, Anne Isaac, TWD, the, I don't know, the what, love, help me out, Anne, help me out, I'm sure I should know what it is. Oh, Ryan, I don't know what spec my PC is. It's a Lenovo all-in-one. That's all I know. Oh, The Walking Dead. No, too much gruesomeness. I'm very bleh. I don't listen to podcasts, Daisy May. I watch a lot of YouTube, an awful lot of YouTube. I've got a backlog of YouTube actually. Maybe I'll do that today. Yeah, but see, until my smart TV arrives, I can't watch YouTube on my telly either. So I end up sitting at my desk, and I want to get comfy today. I want to get comfy and cosy. Hi, Daxo. Is Renée Zellweger in The Walking Dead? I didn't know that. Or is that something else you were talking about? Ryan, I probably am doing something wrong. I'm really not technical, love. Honestly. Really not technical at all. Anne Isaac says, I love podcasts. I wish more resellers would do them. Love the scavenger life one. Maybe I should start listening to podcasts. Maybe I should start... There's probably a lot of things I should start doing. All sorts of things. I've been on about 45 minutes. I look techie. That's the specs. Put a pair of glasses on anyone and they look technical. Case 39 is Renée Zellweger. Well, I'll have a look for that. If that's not too grisly, I'll have a look. I don't like... I'm fine with blood. I don't like wounds. And I don't like watching things split open and stuff. Right, I'm going to let you all go back to your Sunday. I don't know what you're going to do today, but some of you are still in bed apparently. So I'll let some of you get up and some of you have breakfast and do whatever. It's still only 10 to 10, you see, so the whole day's ahead of you. And yeah, probably just a lazy day for me. Lazy day, watching a bit of telly. I might tidy my room. That'll be exciting, won't it? I've got a few photos to do because I drafted this stuff yesterday, so that'll go up into the loft, and I've got about 12 parcels to pack, so I can't actually sit around and do nothing all day. But nah, not feeling it today. Not feeling it. I want cake, and I haven't got any. I'm not going out to get any. I might make a cake. I think I've got ingredients. I might make a cake. I'm going to make a cake. Right. I'm going. Have a lovely day, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope if you've got snow that it doesn't affect your life too much. Doesn't stop you in your tracks. I hope Chris Gotts has fun being a zombie. I think he's already gone to be a zombie. I'm not going sledging in Thailand, Haran. I'm far too old for sledging. And yes, Tess SW, you do have to get up. Farmer just messaged, oh God, no end for you. Okay, I'm going. Have a lovely day. Everybody take care. Bye for now. Bye.